intelligent faces that hold brains that have exquisite tastes and big thoughts. Thank you all. Earlier, I mentioned that John Langford had done the cover for our new album, so we're going to do a couple songs with the new album right now. Here's a song that was written by a close friend of Jimmy and mine, a great songwriter, one of the great songwriters of the late 20th century. Some of you may have never heard of him, some maybe you have. His name was Steve Young. Steve, for those of you who don't know, he started out, he was the original outlaw country guy. He wrote a song that became a big hit for Waylon Jennings called Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean. But then Steve, being the smart, intelligent man that he was, as time went on, he matured. And he became this very transcendental, spiritual guy. He wrote a beautiful song that some of you may know called Seven Bridges Road that Dolly Parton did, and the Eagles and people like that. And so this song requires us to tell a story, but Jimmy tells it best.
Okay, so last year, Dave and I have been friends for more than 30 years. Really good friends. But we never played music together until last year. It was very strange. But so we finally did. We got together and we did a little tour, first in Texas, just the two of us. And when we started out, I thought, I'd do a song and Dave will do a song. I'll do a song, Dave will do a song. But very quickly we discovered that we knew a lot of old songs together. And so became a duet, and on the first night, I think our first gig was in Denton, Texas, and I started telling this story that I'm about to tell. This is just the beginning of the story. I said a really good friend of mine named Steve Young, who he'd been a hero of mine before that, but he moved down to Austin for a while. We got to be friends and hung out together a bunch, played music and sitting around the house. And one night he played a song for me. It was beautiful, so beautiful. And he said, "Jimmy, I want you to record this song. I want you to sing this song." And it was beautiful. I was totally flattered, of course, but because I am who I am, I procrastinated. That's the way I do everything. And actually it took approximately 20 years. But so I told that story and then I started the song. And I noticed that Dave was looking at me kind of funny. Oh, by the way, I left out a piece. A few weeks after Steve showed me this song, I've got a little bit of boom happening here in my monitor. Good. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's kind of booming. To me, is it booming out there too? Boom, boom, boom.
It's giving you that voice of God thing.
Yeah. Well, so I was listening to the radio one night at KUT, the public station down at the University of Texas, and the song, Steve had gone and recorded the song that he wanted me to record. Which is fine because it sounded okay, it was great. But I called him up the next morning and I said, "Steve, you did that song wrong." He didn't do it in the style he showed me, just sitting in the living room. Okay, now, so I had told this story, and then Dave was looking at me funny. It was a little more subtle than that, and now he has the other part of the story.
Okay, quickly. Around 1990, I was living right on the border of Echo Park in an area called Silverlake. This is all pre-gentrification. And Steve Young was living in Echo Park. And Steve used to come over to my place. We'd sit around, play guitars, talk about songwriting, and go get tacos at 1 a.m. And it was the best of times. Just like tonight. And so one night Steve came over, he said around 1990 or so, and he says, Dave, I wrote this song for you. Now Steve, like I said, he became a Buddhist, and he was a very spiritual, mystical, transcendental kind of guy, but apparently he was still a bit of a hustler until all-knowing and all-wise Jimmie Dale Gilmore put it in perspective there on stage in Denton, Texas, when he said,
I pointed out today that Steve didn't tell me he wrote the song for me. He said he wanted me to sing it. He wrote it for Dave. So this year Dave and I recorded it together.
"Better late than never," for Steve Young. Steve Young.